The Mascho Piro, a mysterious tribe hidden deep in the Amazon. Once a thriving community of about 3,500 people. Today, only around 200 remain. They are known as one of the most isolated groups on Earth, deliberately keeping their distance from the modern world. This mysterious group lives deep within the dense Amazon rainforest, completely cut off from the outside world. These people once lived among others. For centuries, they've survived in isolation, never reaching out to nearby tribes, never seeking contact. But why do they live this way? What made them turn their backs on the outside world and vanish into the jungle? Let's uncover the haunting story of their struggle to survive. What made the Mascho Piro retreat into the dark depths of the Amazon rainforest? Sightings of them are incredibly rare, so rare in fact that for years many believed they didn't even exist. But the truth is, hundreds of years ago, they were part of the world until something drove them into complete isolation. The Mascho Piro is one of the indigenous tribes of the Amazon, also known by other names such as Kapanawa or Na-Mole. They live in a remote region of Peru, near the moderated Dios River, with a population estimated to be only a few hundred. Their existence is now under threat, facing outside pressures from deforestation to illegal activities like logging and oil exploration. But the Mascho Piro are not easily found. They isolate themselves deep within the jungle, avoiding contact with anyone. Sightings are extremely rare, often just a fleeting glimpse as they move through the forest or appear along riverbanks in search of food. Their decision to live in isolation has a long and dark history. Centuries ago, the Mascho Piro were part of the greater Amazonian society, living in harmony with nature. But everything changed during the colonial era. The Spanish conquest brought widespread devastation to the Amazon. Many indigenous tribes were slaughtered or enslaved, including the ancestors of the Mascho Piro. By the late 19th century, tragedy struck again. This time, it was the rubber industry that invaded the Amazon, bringing with it a new wave of exploitation and cruelty. Tribes like the Mascho Piro were forced to work under brutal conditions. Those who resisted were tortured or killed. In response to this violence, the ancestors of the Mascho Piro fled into the deepest parts of the jungle. There, they went into hiding, cutting all ties with the outside world. They believed that only through isolation could they protect themselves and ensure the survival of their future generations. To this day, the Mascho Piro continue to live traditionally, hunting, fishing, and foraging in the Amazon rainforest. They build shelters from palm leaves and wood, relying on deep knowledge of their environment to survive. But their isolation makes them incredibly hard to track. They move frequently to avoid outside threats, often vanishing into the trees at the first sign of strangers. Because of this, what we know about them is limited. Much of it comes from distant observations or brief accounts from neighboring indigenous groups. And yet, despite all efforts to stay hidden, the threats to their existence are growing. Deforestation, illegal mining, and land clearing are closing in, shrinking the last safe spaces the Mascho Piro have left. In a world that's moving faster every day, the Mascho Piro have chosen a different path, one of silence, distance, and survival. They are a reminder that not all stories are meant to be part of the modern world. Some are meant to stay hidden deep in the heart of the forest. But how much longer can they remain untouched? As the jungle disappears, so too does their chance to live freely. The Mascho Piro are not just fighting for their land. They are fighting for the right to exist.